Hi there, me again. I've got another reading for you. Ooh, dropping things all over the place. So as per, I pulled a card just to give the overall energy of the reading and such. And we have the Seven of Wands. So I feel like you're working really, really hard to maintain control over something in your life. So there's something that you're feeling very defensive about. You're either protecting something or you're trying to hold on to control. So let's see what this is about. Ooh, how's it going, y'all? We've got a house being demolished down the street and it's been noisy. Nice and noisy. No one be concentrating today, I tell you. Okay. Definitely feel like it involves a third party. There might be more to this, but we've got the Three of Pentacles, which is about teamwork and collaboration. But with having the Seven of Wands to begin with, it makes me believe that this is about a third party. But we also have the High Priestess. So there's definitely something being called here to using your intuition and trusting your own judgment, right? Trust your gut. Because having the two together, having all of this together, it makes me think that, yeah. So there's something where you're collaborating with a third party, okay? And it's creating this idea of competition. And whatever your intuition is, whatever the situation is, you're definitely being called to, like, yeah, to trust yourself. Okay, so trust whatever judgment you've got on this, trust it. Okay. Let's see, what else? What else? This is interesting. I feel like there's a little bit of tea here. Ooh. Interesting. So we've got the Five of Pentacles. Okay, well, Spirit, you're going to have to give me more information here. I'm just trying to figure out whether this Five of Pentacles is a matter of... Okay, so got the Five of Pentacles, which is always very much about lack, about loss, about being left out in the cold. So I definitely feel, yeah, so it's almost like there's this idea of, you know, this collaboration, it's all coming together, but there's just something in you that's saying you need to defend this, right? There's something in you that's like, nah, there's something not right here. I'm going to get left out in the cold. And yeah, you're being called to trust yourself. So the other two cards that we have here definitely are moving on to more positive things. So we have Judgment and the Ace of Wands. So there's definitely something new coming in. But I would say that judgment is definitely upon this situation. So it is going to get better because we've got the Ace of Wands. That's new beginnings, okay? So whatever this situation is that's involving some sort of third party that's causing you to feel very much on the defensive, like, you were right about it, but you got to trust that judgment's coming in and it's going to lead to some sort of new beginnings. So can I have a little bit more info? It's a little ambiguous. Okay. I feel like this is something to do with work. So, Yeah, I feel like it's something to do with career. I mean, use your discernment, because it could be related to a few things, but I'm not seeing like relationships here, like friendships, romantic relationships, because we've also got the Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. So the Ace of Pentacles being new careers, new opportunities in money and such. And then we've also got, you know, the Four of Wands being completion, you know, joy, happiness, celebration, all of that kind of thing. But it definitely feels like it's career orientated, work orientated. But as I say, use your discernment. You know, look at what's going on in your life right now and how this resonates. And if it doesn't resonate, then it's not for you. Also, something to consider with tarot readings, particularly the online collective ones, there's obviously a very big push for people not to get too attached to a lot of the things that are said, because it is collective. So there's many people how this would interpret it very differently. But I've also come to find that things happen later. You know, there's readings that I've seen that I've been like thinking that they sound quite on point, but on somewhere they're just lacking somewhere. And then now things are starting to happen in my life that are like, oh. So just bear that in mind. Sometimes it's worth just like not taking anything so seriously when you first see it, but actually like keeping it in mind. Have you lost a job? That's a lot of pentacles. But it doesn't feel like this is an internal thing. I mean, I could be wrong, but it doesn't feel too internal. It feels very much like it's something to do with the material world. Okay. So again, I'm seeing we've got the Five of Swords, so we've definitely got some conflict. That's the second card, kind of screaming conflict and defensive behavior. But this is more someone's trying to get away with something, right? Somebody is just like, I'm going to win at all costs, right? And you are right about this person or this situation, because with the Six of Pentacles, although this is like a really positive card, I feel like given the context here, it's more you're giving too much, right? You're giving all the time and you're not seeing the same results back. And it's you're putting in a lot of work. But it's all coming good. I mean, with the two aces, particularly the pentacle aces, it would be, and the wands, it's definitely something good's coming of this. It definitely feels like it's work related. Like a crazy person. Will you behave? Right. We do love each other, me and my spirit team, I promise. We just have a very comfortable relationship. Okay, so, I mean, it's all mad. We've got the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Like, okay. So, whatever it is that's putting you on edge, that's causing this conflict, that is just putting all of this weight on your shoulders, bearing in mind that the Ten of Wands is the completion of a cycle as well. So whatever this is, it's completing, okay? Judgment is coming in and that's going to complete the cycle for you. And that's going to usher in like a lot of new beginnings, particularly in your career and finances. And having the 10 and the 4 of Wands and the 10 of Cups, again, it could be something to do with a relationship of some description, whether that be friendship, familial, romantic, whatever it is. But I really do feel like it's because the thing is like if your career is doing better and you're developing more financial stability, it's probably there's a new opportunity coming in here that's going to bring you a lot of emotional fulfillment and is going to bring you a lot of the fact that we've got the 2 10s here. You know, we've got kind of the putting down the burden, slowing down after a lot of hard work, being able to finally like put that burden down will lead to ultimate fulfillment. Okay. And when it comes to like work and family and financial stability, you know, when it comes to work and financial stability, it's going to encourage a happy family life, right? Because you're just going to feel more settled. It's also possible that whatever it is that you're moving into, whether it be something new at work or a completely new career or a completely new stream of income, it's going to go well for you, like really, really well. And I have a little bit more on this situation over here. Oh, you can come out. Sun. Yeah, so we've got the sun card, so everything's going to be good. Everything's fine. So whatever this is that's going on, it's not something for you to burden yourself with. It's not something for you to worry about too much because, you know, whenever I see the Judgment card, I'm just like, ooh, someone's getting the karma. Someone's getting the karma. And the thing is you don't ever have to feel bad about people getting their karma. Ever. And for anyone who's like, the thing with karma is very simple. Karma is just cause and effect, right? It's not good and bad karma. It doesn't like correspond to emotions and feelings. It's cause and effect, okay? You treat people like dirt. I think I heard a great analogy for it once where they said, you know, if you knew somebody who would walk around all the bars just picking fights with everyone, right? At some point, something bad's going to happen to that person, right? And it's not karma in the sense of like, oh, you do bad things and bad things happen to you. It's just like if you keep poking that bear, one of them's going to wake up, right? So you don't ever have to feel bad about karma, even if you are the one that's wielding it. Take it from someone who knows. It was just like walking karma, like, yeah. Okay, can I have a bit more? I feel like there's some tea here that is not being spilt. Ooh, interesting. So I've got the Page of Swords. So this is something new, new ideas are forming. I feel what's going on here is that it might not even be like career as such. It might just be some sort of form of income or something that you did, some sort of project that you've been trying to work with other people to get off the ground. But there's been a lot of tension, a lot of conflict, a lot of extra responsibility and hard work on your part to the point where the giving and the receiving is out of balance. I'm going to assume this is people because, you know, people be people. But the general message here is like, just cool it. You don't have to worry about this. You don't have to worry about this. It's gonna take off. So if this is more of like a creative project or an idea, even if it is work related as well, its new ideas are coming into play. And it's going to make you're going to step into something different. A new stream of income, a new project. Even so much as like a new way of doing this project. It might be just that it's the same project, but you put, you know, I always find it interesting with the Queen of Cups, how she's staring so intently at this here. And so it's like you're figuring it out. You know, you've had a lot of backlash, you've had a lot of conflict, you've had a lot of disagreements and competition because of it. But you're about to have a breakthrough with it. But the way these people have been treating you or whatever's been going on is not okay. I want to just be clear about that. Like, Spirit's been very clear. That's not okay. That's why Judgment is coming in, okay? Because you've been mistreated. Because although, yes, there was a different direction you needed to take things in, and you still didn't need to go through kind of like this garbage with people to get there, right? Okay, is there any last messages for my lovely collective here who have been mistreated in their work by the look of things? We've all been there. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely working. 100%. But this is the thing. This is why. Because you nurtured things, right? Because you nurture your abundance, because you work hard and diligently, because you are mastering whatever it is that you're doing. So let the hits hit. Well, I'm kind of getting more of the impression of kind of, you've got like the right idea and you've got the right concept in your mind, but you hadn't quite mastered it. And so unfortunately what that led to was people trying to undermine you, people trying to cause conflict and problems and just be people, unfortunately. And that's led to this feeling like it's failing, you know, like it's falling apart, but it's not. It's not. See, sneakiness, right? People trying to get away with something, people being betrayed, likely because whatever it is that you're doing, or whatever idea it is you have, is so fucking awesome that people are just like they do. Anything else before I close this reading? Oh, there is. I have had it before that I've been like, anything else? And just nothing comes, and I'm like, oh, no, nothing else. That's all you're getting today. Tight-lipped spirit up there. I'm dropping my cards. Okay, so to finish off, yeah, 3 of Wands. So yeah, it's not just a matter of new ideas coming in, it's that you're actually moving towards it already. You already know. I think you already know. You might not consciously be aware of it, but there's definitely something that everything else is working on in the back of your mind. Like, it could be overseas opportunities, it could involve travel or movement of some description in a really, really positive way. So don't let people bring you down. Okay, like this idea, like, you know, you've got aces, you've got the Sun, you've got the 4 of Wands, you've got the 10 of Cups. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Because man, oh man, it's going to work out for you. Much loves and peace.